Let's analyze this sales page that converts at 3%. So background info on this project, okay? I created the sales page, wrote all the copy. We use Facebook and Instagram ads to drive cold traffic to this page. The target audience is women who sew in any English-speaking country. The course is about $100, and the funnel structure is just ads, then retargeting ads, and then just this page. That's it. Let's just dive into the copy. Say goodbye to fitting issues and get ready to design without limits in the Sew Ready Pattern Making Masterclass. Now, if you're like me, you probably have never sewn before. This target audience is made up of mostly women who either sew for themselves, they sew for like clients, like friends, family, just people in their city, or they're people who work in the fashion industry. What they all have in common is that they all sew, but they don't know pattern making. So when you look at this headline, it does three things. It names the pain point, fitting issues. Number two, it names the outcome they want to achieve. Design without limits. They want to be able to design without limits. And then number three, it names the solution, the pattern making masterclass, which obviously, you're going to learn pattern making because it's a class. And once you learn it, you're not going to have fitting issues. And once you don't have fitting issues, you're going to be able to design without limits. Let's just scroll down some more. Pattern making is easier said than done. Said who? Get the most out of or even break free from commercial patterns without having to deal with endless fittings and alterations. Start learning now with zero risk. Okay, so if you don't know pattern making, you're not going to be able to design anything you want. So basically, a pattern starts off as a drawing. It could be on a napkin or a piece of paper, whatever. If you don't know pattern making, you can still try to create your own clothes. It's just that they're not going to fit right, and then you're going to have to do a ton of alterations and, buy more fabric, and, it sucks. So that's why most people use what is called a commercial pattern. And a commercial pattern, that's just like a template for your marketing, right? For a sales page or a Facebook ad. So here's one of the ad images. It just says, learn pattern making skills, break free from endless alterations. Because that's the pain point they're going through, endless fitting issues. They're having to make alterations, adjustments. It's a pain in the butt. And, what really makes this copy special, you look at it, are you sewing? Tired of wasting months altering someone else's patterns? And then we say, meet Nancy, right? See, we have our main character here, Nancy, and she's a real person, and she's the instructor in the course and acts all the course materials and everything. This copy is good, but what really makes this funnel so successful is that we have Nancy, okay? And you can see we actually have videos here of Nancy. She's in the actual course, and we have, we kind of build her up as this person with 20 years of fashion industry experience. She's worked at the most prestigious fashion companies in the world, and we name them. We have so many pictures of her, and, we have a title, the Pattern Maker Queen. And then we have this whole story about her, about how she used to teach at a fashion school, and she loved it, but she didn't have time to do it because she had such a busy schedule. Until recently, Nancy was working around the clock doing pattern making for her clients all over the world. Then in late 2022, Nancy decided to take a step back from her crazy deadlines for Fashion Week and projects with the world's top designers to collaborate with GHF, that's my client, to create this online masterclass for you. The character is what makes it special. The teacher, she's in the course materials, she's in the marketing materials, she's on the sales page. Like, that was how we were able to make it perform so well. And it's because she's the main character, and it's not just a story, like, she's really in it. And you feel like you really get to know her and learn from her and trust her. She has authority. And, this is such a basic thing, what the course tells you. Oh, you don't understand pattern making. Well, obviously, if you don't understand pattern making, you're going to have issues with fitting, and you're going to have to use template patterns instead of being able to do your own, which kind of sucks. And, it's pretty straightforward. But anyone could make a funnel like that. But what you can't do is you can't get Nancy. And that's what really just makes the funnel pop. Like, it's insane. What you want to do in your funnels, especially if you have online course funnels, and I don't work on these too often, by the way, but you can also use these characters in VSLs or other products. You want to have a character in your story if you can. One that's believable and real. Because what this does is it's people follow people. You look at any of the major religions in the world, Harry Potter, Star Wars, the Marvel movies. It's because there's heroes in it. And there's guides and there's villains, and people love to follow people. What people are doing with this course is they're not just buying into the course, they're buying into Nancy. It's just like, why do people like Donald Trump? But people don't really follow Joe Biden, right? Because he's not really popular. Like, people don't necessarily believe in Joe Biden. They just don't like Donald Trump. That's really important to know, because everybody wants a hero. You use any religion, Jesus, Muhammad, Buddha, Confucius. They were all leaders and they had followers. because they got people to believe in their vision. So that's what Nancy does here on this sales page and in the ads. Is we get them to believe in Nancy, then we get them to believe in the course. Okay? So that's really important. This belief in this character, the buildup of this character, her authority, everything, and how much she cares about you. So just try to have a character in your company for your products and services. It doesn't matter whether you're a SaaS company, you're providing services, it doesn't matter. For service-based businesses, we typically use the client themselves as the main character, like the owner, the CEO, or the founder. For example, one company who does this that we all know of, Tesla. Elon Musk is the poster boy of Tesla, you know? Another company who does this really well, KFC. It's a fast food company in the United States. McDonald's, they had Ronald McDonald. Subway had Jared until he was a confirmed pedophile. So you see how important characters are. Successful companies use characters, and you make your own. And it's so important to your branding and not just getting a sale now, but sustaining more sales in the future. Because, the character, like, again, the Christian religion was born out of the Jewish religion many thousands of years ago. Which one is more popular now? It's the Christian religion because they had a character. They had Jesus. The Jewish religion doesn't really have a character because the Jewish religion was not founded by a single individual. These are just really important things you want to look at so you can understand how the world shapes and like how people believe in things, buy things, what they base their decisions on. Okay, I know I talked about a lot of things outside of marketing, but actually religions, politics, all that actually is marketing. Seriously, it's persuading people and getting them to believe things and then getting them to act in those beliefs and those systems to the benefit of certain groups of people. So yeah, try to use characters in your marketing, and we're better to start than with what they would idolize and something that's actually believable to them. Like think about Santa Claus, right? Or think about other things and just try to create your character. You need that character.